Definitely, sanctions have an impact, and they weaken the Russian economy. But do they weaken the Russian economy to a point that the Putin regime will change course? That's a big question. Yeah? Sanctions usually work in the midterm, in the long term. Yeah? But to end and stop the war in Ukraine, will sanctions be the biggest tool we have in place? I would doubt it. Yeah? But sanctions still should be applied to Russia, because Russia is the aggressor. The Putin regime has started this war unprovoked, and there has to be a responsibility and accountability. And our way to react is to weaken in the long term, in the midterm, the Russian economy. Will it lead to regime change? And we don't aim at regime change. Yeah? What we want from Russia is recognition of the independence and sovereignty of new states which belonged former to the Soviet Union, but the Soviet Union ceased to exist. Yeah? And it's a new situation in Europe, yeah? With the people in those countries demanding their own liberty, demanding their freedom, expressing their political wills. Yeah? And this Russia and Putin have to accept, that there is an independent will of free people in their surroundings. Yeah? It's not the Russian world anymore, yeah, right, which will be and can be dictated from Moscow, from the Kremlin, from the former Soviet Communist Party. Now it's the Putin Party, however you want to call it. Yeah. But it's a new reality. There are new free people expressing their freedom, their liberty, their wish for good governance, yeah, and they deserve our support. Yeah. And this, the Kremlin has to accept and respect the sovereignty and independence of these states. Yeah? Would that mean regime change? That's up to the Russian people, how they want to be governed. But we expect from the Russian leadership resign from any imperialistic ambitions, like the Soviet Union had over centuries.